challenges and empowering human potential, not a source of greater strife and repression. These are the challenges that we will determine what the world looks like for our children and our grandchildren and what they'll inherit. We can only meet them by looking to the future. I stand here today for the first time in 20 years with the United States not at war. We've turned the page. All the unmatched strength, energy, and commitment, will, and resources of our nation are now fully and squarely focused on what's ahead of us, not what was behind. I know this. As we look ahead, we will lead. We will lead on all the greatest challenges of our time, from COVID to climate, peace and security, human dignity and human rights, but we will not go it alone. We will lead together with our allies and partners and in cooperation with all those who believe as we do that this is within our power to meet these challenges, to build a future, to lift all of our people, and preserve this planet. But none of this is inevitable. It's a choice. And I can tell you where America stands. We will choose to build a better future. We, you and I, we have the will and capacity to make it better. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot afford to waste any more time. Let's get to work. Let's make our better future now. We can do this. It's within our power and capacity. Thank you. God bless you all.
On behalf of the General Assembly, I wish to thank the President of the United States of America for the statement just made, and I request protocol to escort His Excellency. May I request representatives to remain seated while we suspend the meeting for 5 minutes before resuming to hear the next speaker. Distinguished representatives, please take your seat. Please be seated. The meeting is resumed. Please be seated. The Assembly will hear an address by His Excellency Ibrahim Muhammad Salih, President of the Republic of Maldives. Dem Mijal Saga Wahak Dakwani, Divirajya Izzat Raisul Jumhuriya Ibrahim Muhammad Salih. I request protocol to escort His Excellency. Nations, His Excellency Ibrahim Muhammad Salih, President of the Republic of Maldives, and to invite him to address the Assembly.
Bismillah.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, distinguished guests. It is my singular honor to offer on behalf of a proud nation our congratulations and felicitations to His Excellency Abdullah Shahid on his election as President of the 76th session of the General Assembly. I also wish to extend to you, Mr. Secretary General, our hearty congratulations on your reappointment. Mr. President, 56 years ago, right after our independence, we made haste to seek membership at the United Nations. But our entry was not guaranteed. It was the age of decolonization, the age of self-determination when numerous new nations came into existence. It was an age when humanity shook off the shackles of the past for the sake of civilization and progress. The story goes that the matter of allowing entry to small states such as ourselves was furiously debated. Whether a small island would qualify to meaningfully contribute to world affairs. Today, 56 years since then, as President of the Republic of Maldives, I address the presidency of this General Assembly in our mother tongue. Our mother tongue, Divehi, the language we take pride in and is close to our hearts. A language that is most familiar for the presidency of this General Assembly. The Maldives may be small in size. Maldivians, however, are big in their rich culture and heritage. This is indeed a great honor for our nation. Mr. President, it is highly appropriate that your tenure at the helm of this great assembly is entitled the Presidency of Hope. Because for certain, hope is a highly desirable commodity in these difficult times. And surely what led to the formation of the United Nations? It was hope for a world devoid of the ugliness of wars and famine, hope for equality of all peoples to prevail, hope for justice, human rights, self-determination, and democracy to reign supreme, hope of a world where people oppressed under the yoke of colonial